Hello everybody, my name is Samarty Pants, and welcome to another episode of Faster Than Light. I actually know what I'm doing now, at least I think so. Okay, so we need the original, USS Butt Nugget. No, that's not what I meant to put. I didn't mean to put that. The R is next to the T, I promise. Okay, moving on. Shit. Yeah, anyways, this is gonna make me popular on YouTube. Alright, so let me rename my guy Samarty Pants. And then of course, Butters and Ariel. Okay, we'll keep we'll keep it. Samarty Pants and Butters and Ariel. How come only Pants is there? Oh, I guess it only goes by your last name. Okay. Well, that'll work. Okay, so I think I know what I'm doing now. I've played this game quite a lot, and I have learned from my mistakes. So I will do my best to try to make this entertaining, and I will cut the boring parts. But so to begin with, the reason why I switched these two here is if they take damage to the missile system, my Artemis missile will go offline first. My primary damage dealer, the burst laser, will go offline second. So this will give me the availability to have my strong missile damage dealing up longer and not worry about the Artemis afterwards. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, let's see, everything's all done and powered up. All right, so everyone's in their positions. Let me save the positions for now. Good, and then let's go ahead and jump to the next location. So unpause the game, and here we go. Now, here's the thing. You want to try to hit as many beacons as you can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the distress beacon, and we're going to continue. So once you arrive at the location, the distress of the civilian ship hails you. Thanks for responding to our beacon. Our FTL navigation has gone haywire and can't plot a course to the nearest depot to get it fixed. Could you lead us there? Sure, I will lead you there. Wonderful, I got a quest now. And the quest is right next to the exit. Perfect, and we'll get you there eventually. All right, so, and also, nebulas are a good thing. We want to slow the increase of the what are those guys called? The rebels? Yeah, the rebels. We don't want Luke Skywalker coming for us. Okay, an unidentified ship is badly damaged and is being assaulted by a space pirate. The victim begins a distress message until the pirate cuts in and offers to split the bounty. So the benefit of this, if I accept the bribe, I get the reward, and sometimes the pirate will give me a second reward afterwards. However, if I try to be a hero, then more than likely I will get 2 rewards. So we're definitely going to try to be the hero here. All right, so the first goal is to pause the game and check out what you're going up against. So we see that they have what looks to be a missile launcher and some lasers, and I'm going to need to take out that missile launcher as soon as possible. Now, they are going to be able to get a free missile shot on me, so I'm going to have to deal with that. But once that's done, then we're going to focus on their weapons and take their weapons down. So here it comes. Come on. There's the missile, and hopefully we dodge it. But of course we don't, but they didn't hit anything important, so now we're going to focus down their weapons. We don't want them to hit us. Okay, and the O2's down, which is fine. Let's go repair the O2. Okay, so now we're gonna shoot the burst laser. Damn you for mowing the lawn! What is the matter with you? Sorry about the noise in the background. If you're getting noise in the background, it's because there's people outside mowing the lawn and I can't do anything about it. But all right, continuing on. So now that we've got now that we have their weapons kind of crippled and we have their shields down, they're down to 3 hull. If we accept the bribe, then we're still in the same situation that we were before. However, this is a lot of missiles. This is a lot of energy to jump, but we're gonna skip that because we want to get the double reward. So we're gonna continue the assault. All right, I'm gonna shoot the Artemis missile, and we're probably gonna miss. And I shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. And here's gonna get their other hit. Oh, and they missed. Wonderful, they missed. So let's shoot out their shields. And now they are leboned. They're gonna hit me again this time. This is unfortunate. This is the unfortunate side about the very beginning. There's not much you can do to stop them from being able to hit you. Like this. Oh, he missed. Okay, perfect. All right, so as you can see, I got 13 scrap from the pirate, and I should get something from the victim, but I didn't. So that was a chance that I had to take. I should have taken the pirate's thing in this case, but that's the thing with roguelikes. These games, you never know what you're gonna get. So you just kind of have to make the best decision based off of what you have at the time, and that's something that I didn't do. Now, in this case, it's always beneficial to explore the asteroid field, because the worst case scenario, you take some damage, best case scenario, you get some fuel and some other cool things. All right, so cool. So we did that. Now, it wouldn't be safe for me to jump here or here, but if I jump there, I might be, but, let me see. Can I jump through? Okay, so I can jump to this location, jumping to the nebula, because that will slow down the rebels here. All right, so I want to attack the ship. Looks like they have a, this is a hull breaching drone, so I don't really have to worry too much about the drone, but I do want to try to take out their missiles because I think this is a knock down my shields kind of a weapon, and we don't want them to do that. So let's see what happens. Come on. Shoot the weapons. Oh, no, it's just a regular laser. Ah, and they did a little bit of damage to me, but it's okay. Notice, so this is what I'm talking about. Let me pause it real quick. So notice how my weapons have taken some damage. My Artemis is offline because I don't have the energy to power the Artemis. Now, if this had been reversed the other way around, my burst laser would have gone offline, and we don't want that because that's our primary damage dealer. But now that we've taken out their weapons, they are of no threat to us, and we can take them down. So let's focus the shield to kill them as quickly as possible. And we'll be back in just a second once it's done. Okay, so we got him done. Let's get the scrap from him. 18 scrap, investigate the station. Awesome, and a combat drone plus the 10 more scrap. Now, here's the thing. I'm not planning on going into drones this time. I'm actually planning on going into the teleporter. I want to try to teleport into the other guys' ships. Okay, so a black market weapons trader spins you a tale of the dangers of the nebula before pushing his wares. So here's the thing. I can purchase an unknown weapon for 45 scrap, or I can attack the ship and hope I get something out of it. So I'm going to attack the ship. It's a pirate anyway, so I don't feel bad for doing it. So pausing the game, it looks like he's got a laser, and so he's got 2 lasers here. It would be enough to pierce my shield, so we're going to need to take out his weapons as soon as possible. So I'm going to fire an Artemis into his weapons. And let's see if we can't take out the shields too, because the Artemis should hit. Okay, perfect. So we took out his weapons and we crippled his shields. So now I don't need the Artemis, and we can just focus on the shields, and we should be able to finish him out. And this should be the end of him. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Now let's hope he actually drops something really nice for us. So we got some fuel, we got a rocket, and we have some scrap. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything else out of that, but hey, c'est la vie, right? All right, so now we've got 77 scrap. I think I have some time. Let's visit this location before we go to the... Oh, no, this isn't good. Okay, so the thing with the suns is that they can set your ship on fire. So you have to periodically be prepared for that. Now, taking a look at his weapons, he's got a missile launcher and the same laser I do. So my #1 priority is going to be to take out that missile launcher as soon as possible. So the Artemis is going straight to their weapons, and I'm going to shoot out their shields. Now, there's a good chance that they're going to still hit my ship the first volley with the missiles because they always get their missiles charged before we do. So let's hope that that's not the case, but we'll see. Nope, they did hit the shields, and so we're going to go repair the shields, but I think that's pretty much done for him since his weapons are broken and his shields are down. So we're going to shoot down his shields, and then we'll be able to finish him off by focusing the weapons down. Okay, be back in a second once he's almost dead. Enemy ship is attempting to run away, but he's not going to. We don't want him to run away. Okay, so I've got the middle part of my ship on fire. That's okay. Let me just vacate all the oxygen there, and we'll be okay. And it looks like he's really in trouble here. His oxygen's dead. His pilot can't pilot. He's got no weapons and no shields, so he's pretty much dead. Okay, now that he's gone, look, I got an augment, reverse ion field. That's really great. Okay, so let's check out what that augment is. But first, I want to vacate all of the oxygen here, and let's jump out because we don't want to get hit by the sun anymore. All right, so if I hit this store, it's going to force me to jump to this store anyway, so I might as well just hit that store. And we'll see what happens. You find yourself surrounded by a group of mysterious alien vessels. They hail you and appear to have some valuable technology for sale. Perfect. Okay, so here's the thing. Ooh, hull laser too. That's really nice. That's a nice weapon. The hull laser is a counterpart to the hull smasher Mark 1. Basically, it requires 3 power. It shoots 3 shots, but it does twice the damage to systemless rooms. So basically, once I drop their shield, if I hit them with a hull laser, it does 6 damage to their systems. That is a ton of damage. Now, I am presented with an option here. I can either buy the hull laser, but I don't think I really want to buy the hull laser because I really need to upgrade my shields at the moment, which I can do in a minute. So this is kind of the problem. I want to upgrade my shields because I need to have them upgraded before I leave. The benefit is I can upgrade the shields basically anywhere, and I don't have to worry about doing it at other places. I also want the crew teleporter, but I can honestly get that probably in the next one. I may never see the hull laser 2 again, and that's why this is a very useful weapon. So I would prefer if it was a burst laser, but the whole laser is something that I am going to work with. So I think I'm going to buy the whole laser, and then I'm going to purchase all the fuel I can get. And the reason for this, now here's why buying fuel is important. The goal is to hit every single beacon that you absolutely can. And the reason for that is every beacon gives you a chance to get scrap and get different materials. And you need to get as strong as you can to deal with the boss at the very end. It didn't look like there was anything at that beacon, so let's go to the quest now. So by purchasing fuel, you're able to have and jump to more places. Wonderful. Shortly after you arrive, the ship is escorting, jumps nearby. Thank you for your help and offers you a reward. I will take the reward. Thank you so much. All right, there's a distress beacon. Let's hit it. What do we got? The distress signal is coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire and the repair crew can't approach without being fired on. They're looking for help to fix or disable it. I will promise to help. This may not be a good idea because in theory their defense system could be stronger than mine and they could do a little damage to my hull, which is more than likely going to happen, but it's a risk, so let's find out. And the risk paid off. You fire a few volleys and blow it up. However, the station's not very happy with me, so I get what I can and I leave. Well, I wouldn't be very happy with me either. Okay, so now let me move the whole laser closer, and I'm going to need to have more power to my weapons, but I don't think I have enough yet, so we'll worry about the whole laser in a minute. All right, I have enough time to hit this last unvisited location. Awesome. As soon as you arrive, a small mantis ship detaches from a wreck and jumps away. So basically, I got a free Hermes missile and some scrap. Now, here's the thing, the Hermes missile. The Hermes missile is definitely better than the Artemis. At least I think so. It's pretty damn close. It ignores shields, does 3 damage. The only difference is it does take a hell of a lot more power than the Artemis. So at this time, I'm not going to be using it for a long time, and I don't think I'm really going to be needing it considering the build I'm going. So we'll focus on that missile later. Now, this is an interesting thing. 2 drone parts, which keep in mind, drone parts are worth 8 apiece for 6 fuel. So if you do the math, 8 apiece puts you at 16, where 6 fuel usually is about 3 scrap per fuel. So 3 times 6 is 18. So this is actually a beneficial trade because I get a little bit more fuel out of it. Wonderful. Okay, so now I've got tons of fuel. Let's go ahead and jump to the next sector. And we're going to jump rock controlled. Typically, they're actually very good ships, so we're going to ignore the rock section and go here. All right, this is good. We jump to a nebula. That means that even though we're a little weaker, we're going to be able to basically get all these locations without having to worry about the bad guys coming. So let's jump to this location next. Then I can jump here, here, and then I'm probably not going to be able to hit these locations, or I can if I go there. Okay, good. So let's jump to this location next. What you got for me? Inside enemy detect a rogue planet drifting through, blah, blah, blah. A Zoltan Elder hails you from the planet. Through luck or intent, you have discovered the Great Eye. Look into its depths to receive your just deserts. What? I don't know how to spell. Okay, pull in the ship closer. It is possible that I could lose a crew member here, but I do need crew, so we're going to try it. Awesome. As you approach, an ancient healing voice speaks to you. Your mission has brought you great battles, blah, blah, blah. Healing burst. I'm not going to be using that, so that just gives me more scrap to sell. Great. All right, so now I want to jump here. So notice I've hit 3 or 4 areas, and the bad guys haven't shown up yet. This nebula turns out to be a holding place of the terrified rock crew, taking refuge from the Zoltan border police. They don't seem to be prepared to risk your leaving with their coordinates and open fire. Okay, so they are starting out with weapons. They have a med bay. It looks like they've got a teleporting bomb and a laser. So the only thing I'm really super worried about is the teleporting bomb, to be completely honest. So my objective is to shoot out their weapons, and then the burst laser to take out their shields if I can. So let's see what happens. Let's move them over to the weapons here and get that going faster. Okay, so now here's the deal. I've taken out his weapons, I've taken out his shields. The next thing I'm going to want to do is I want to power up the whole laser. So let's take that out, power up the whole laser, and I'll get to show you hopefully how this works. There's no empty spot, so it's not going to get to do extra damage, but at least in this case, I might be able to still, do, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's probably not going to do what I hope it's going to be able to do, but at least we'll get to fire the whole laser on it without having to worry about the shields being up. Ooh, this is taking a while to charge. It's probably a mistake. All right, so it does a ton of damage, but unfortunately I wasn't able to actually show you what it was like. So let's go ahead and bring this offline and bring the Artemis and the Burst Laser back. Burst Laser up, shoot down the shields. And he resisted that. Well, he's Dunscos. He's Dunscos! All right, let's finish him off. Got him. Where's Butters? There's Butters. Go heal, Butters. Yay, got some stuff. Just what I wanted. All right, take the oxygen out and heal him up, and we'll put the oxygen back on in just a second. Okay, all right, great. I think that's it. Everything's back to normal. Okay, so still, notice still, the fleet has still not shown up, which is great. So I'm going to jump to this unvisited location. The fleet should barely start showing, and then I can jump to this one, which will stop them again. So let's see what happens. Sultan Shipyard, station the beacon. You admire a display of hundreds of glowing blah, 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 delicate exterior work on a massive transport ship. So basically, absolutely diddly squat. Great, so there's a store there. So here comes the Rebel fleet, but I can slow them down again by jumping into this nebula. Drone isn't looking for you. Perhaps it's scouting ahead. Regardless, it identifies me as a hostile. Okay, so it's got missiles and it's got a burst laser. So this is going to hurt, but there's nothing I can do about it just yet. So what we're going to do is focus out the weapons as soon as we can. Now, it doesn't have any shields, so there's no point in me wasting my Artemis. And they missed. Holy cow, he missed everything. So he's Dunskies. All right, so this will give me the opportunity. Let me show you how the hull laser goes. I should be able to finish him in one volley from the hull laser. So as I mentioned, the hull laser does twice the damage to systemless rooms. So you have to target a room that doesn't have a system in it. And it should, in theory, since it does 3 shots per charge, it should do a ton of damage. So this should be a total of 6. Well, we didn't even get to see it, but it hit twice and it did 4 damage. So that just goes to show you right there that it's actually pretty accurate. All right, so let's bring the weapons back online. Bye-bye hull laser, come back to Artemis. All right, so now we have some scrap, and here's the thing. We have a, let me see, we have a store right here, and I can hit the store, but as soon as I jump here, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to hit the store first. All right, let's hit the store first and see if there's anything valuable here. If not, that's okay. So we're gonna continue. My friends, there's nothing you can't buy. Oh, there's lots of things. Okay, so here's the deal. I was hoping for a better weapon. I could always use more people, but they don't really have anything that I super really honestly need. So I'm gonna fix everything, buy all the fuel. That's more than enough fuel. And then I don't really need to buy anything else. But I can sell some things. So as nice as the hull laser is, I'm not needing it at the moment. So let me, what does this do? Protect your ship from ion damage. You have a 50% chance to negate it entirely. That's awesome. Okay, so here's the Hermes missile. I'm going to sell the Hermes missile, sell the combat drone, and sell the healing beam. I'm going to keep these 3 because I know the hull laser might come in handy later. So we're going to keep that in our ship for now. Now that we have a lot of scrap, what I want to do is upgrade my shield so I can get 2 shield barriers. So now I've got the capability of having 2 shield barriers, but I'm going to need more power to power it. So 1 and 2. So now I have enough power to power it, and we're good to go. In addition to that, it might actually be useful to upgrade my, let's see, where is it at? Engines. Here we go. Upgrade the engines to have a little bit more of a dodge chance. Okay, perfect. So now I can throw all of that there, and now the benefit of having more power in a system without actually powering it is if you take damage to that system, it doesn't actually take the system offline. So that's good there. All right, so they seem to be moving up a little closer. If I move here, I can see all the locations, so let's jump to that location. Rebel ship approaches cautiously. Raise your shields. I am without a war to fight. Okay, so now the first thing we want to take a look at is, now that we have 2 shields, we can see that their laser has the capability of piercing through our shields, but only if it hits all 3 hits. Their rocket, on the other hand, has the opportunity to pierce through it no matter what. So the first thing we're going to want to do is take out their weapons as quick as possible. Okay, so they hit me with their rockets. That's okay. Let me vent the area out. And now that they have no more weapons, let's focus on their shields. Wait. Okay, now let's close the doors and have him go repair the system. Come on, shoot the burst lasers. Okay, they're trying to escape, and we don't want them to escape, so we're going to have to shoot another missile to possibly stop them from escaping. So let me hit their engine, and I'm not going to hit their engine, so we're going to focus the shooting on the engine. And we're going to shoot the Artemis at the engine again. Got it. Okay, he's done. Done skis. And it gave me 2 rockets, which helps replenish a little bit of what I used, and we must continue on. All right, so great. So now, as you can see, we've unlocked all these locations. So now we can look and see, make sure there's no stores nearby and whatnot. So if I jump here, that's going to put them about here, and that'll give me the opportunity to jump to these 2. If I jump, yeah, so I'm going to go down this direction. So I'm going to jump here. Intruders on board, and so they have the teleporting thing, and they have what looks to be a laser, 2 lasers. So I should be okay. Now this is not good. Okay, these are 3 mantis. These guys I can't really deal with unless they're in my med bay. In which case, even if they are in my med bay, not doing so fancy here. So my hope is to see. We got to see where they go. Okay, so they're going to my weapons array here. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is basically vent out specific areas to get them to go to the nearest area with oxygen. So I need him to vacate the area to this area. So what we're gonna do is empty. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. I know I'm not making a lot of sense, but just watch. So basically, what we're gonna do is vent all of the oxygen in this area, open this, vent all of the oxygen in this area, and leave these normal. Then I want him to move through and head straight to the med bay. In which case, since the engine's not going to be piloted anyway, well, no, I mean, that's kind of important. We'll let that go. The Artemis laser, I'm going to keep the Artemis up, so I could, in theory, take oxygen away from the O2 to power that up in just a second. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. These guys are going to be sitting in here trying to blow this building up. As soon as he gets on the other side and over here, I'm going to move him into this barrier. So I'm going to try to lock them in this area as quickly as I can. That way there will be no oxygen and they will be forced to either die or teleport back. So we'll just see what happens. Here's hoping. Okay, so now you see they've got 4 mantis on my ship. This is extremely deadly, okay? They outnumber me, and mantis do twice the damage to us that other people do. So what we're going to do is we're going to vent all of this and hope. Hope is the primitive word here. I'm probably not even going to be able to shoot my Artemis laser, but I'm really going to need to shoot the Artemis to hit their weapons. I don't need the burst laser, so that will buy me some time. Shield is repairing. He's about to head there, and so as soon as I lock it down, which is now I'm going to open all of these doors and keep those locked. So this is going to vent all of the oxygen out of this room. They're going to start panicking. They're going to hit this. They're going to hit that. Chances are they're going to make it into these rooms, but by that time they should be severely wounded. The Artemis is going to focus on their weapons, and let's see what happens. Okay, this isn't venting near as fast as I would like it to, so let me turn off the oxygen in general, turn on that. Okay, now I have to move in here. Okay, so here's the problem that I'm running into. These mantis do a shit ton of damage, and there's not much I can do about it. Their weapons are offline, so I can actually take some... Actually, no, I need the power in the shields, but I can't. All of my weapons are down. So I need to keep my power in the shield as long as possible to try to survive against their shooting me. Now, while that's happening, there's the dodging chances is nice, but if I die, then it's not going to do me any favors, so I need to get this guy over here. Come on. Come on. Good, I'm winning. I'm winning. This is good. Okay. So now here's the deal. I still have another mantis on board, and and he looks like he's coming into the med bay. No, yeah, he is. Okay, great. So let's take this mantis out, and then we should be okay, because my shields are holding. All right, so he ran away. So now I need to get everybody back to their positions. So return the crew to their positions, and we should be okay. But before I do that, let me close all the doors and get the power out of the med bay, put it into the oxygen, get everything re-going again, and then... Yeah. Okay, these guys are taking unnecessary damage, but it's okay. My shields seem to be holding. That is the one benefit that I have here, is that since I purchased the level upgrade for level 2 shields, well, I spoke a little too soon, but they seem to be holding fairly well. Okay, you're not doing so well here. Shoot the Artemis at their shit. Got to keep them offline. Okay, so I took their weapons offline. This is good. Sorry about not being able to speak very well. I am kind of in a panic at the moment. Okay, so let's vent everything if I can. Oh, I can't. I can't turn this stuff off. Okay, come on. Okay, we gotta put the fire out here. Put the fire out. Come on. Come on, put the fire out. There we go. Okay, let these guys heal up. Now, here's the problem that I'm running into. They're almost dead, so I can destroy their weapons, keep them dead, and then I can recover. Got them. Okay, they're dead. So now I gotta have to find a way to save my ship. So the next thing I'm gonna want to do is I need to put the fire out in this so I can open up all the doors. Okay, so let's repair it. Alright, good. So, now that that's the case, I can keep them in the med bay, and I'm going to open all of the doors except for the med bay to vent out all of the oxygen everywhere else. So now it's a waiting game. Alright, so cool. We survived that. Honestly, we didn't take that much damage. Considering what they threw at us, that was a very serious attack. I mean, they sent 4 mantis at us, plus 1 more guy. I mean, that's about as much as you can expect from a huge ship invasion. That boarding party was nasty. So, wait, why is all the doors... Open the doors, damn you. I said open all doors. There we go. Okay, so, like I said, that was an extremely negative attack. That being said, I think we handled it pretty well. We only took a little bit of hull damage from that, and we didn't waste too many resources. So I'll be back in a second once everything's back and hunky-dory. Okay, so everything's now finally back to normal, and we should be able to continue on. So we still have a lot of fuel, but we are running a little bit low on missiles, so hopefully we'll be able to find some missiles here at some point. So what do we have here? Looks like another ship. Shit. You jumped into the Witness Zoltan shift FTL drive overload. Their final months, they implore you not to get involved, but it's too late. Their attacker is already upon you. Okay, so they're shooting missiles at me, which is not good, and they're shooting lasers. So we just need to take out their missiles as soon as possible because we don't want to take any unnecessary damage. So shoot the Artemis at that. That should take out the missiles, and then we'll focus on the shields. Come on. Oh, shit. Take that. Power up the shields. There we go. That's not good. Okay, that's all right. He's there to repair it. He's doing fine. And of course, my Artemis missed, but their shields are down. So good, he missed. I'm glad I didn't take him off the engine. So open the doors, get the oxygen back in there, close the doors, keep repairing that. Okay, so I took out his weapons. Now I don't have to worry about it. Now we're going to focus on his shields. All right, this guy's donezo's. All right, be back in a second once everything's reset. Got him. Okay, so we got, nice. We got some missiles, we got some energy, and some scrap. Scrap is good. Okay, so I haven't seen any of the whatchamacallits in a while, so we're not going to worry about that. Let me see. What can I upgrade? So this would be nice because if we don't have a pilot, 50% in evasion. Let's see what else we have. Blast doors are always nice. We need some more. Let's see. System power. It would be nice to have an upgraded med bay, but I don't really need that at the moment. So let's increase our dodge chance just a little bit. No, wait, no. I can already increase my dodge chance. I just need more power. Okay, boom, more power. That's good. All right, so now I've got more power to put in there, and I can actually turn on all my weapons. So my dodge chance should be 25%, and Ariel, you need to go heal. Okay, so now we're going to jump to the next section. Come on. What? Stop it. Okay, there we go. And we're going to jump to the next section now. Here we go. Jump. And we do need to buy us some time. So if I jump here, they won't move. And then I can move here. See, if I jump there, I can hit that one, then hit that one. So yeah, let me jump up here. A little risky, but it's not bad. Okay, what am I fighting? All right, they have no teleporter. That's great. I'm not ready for teleporters yet since I don't have a mantis. I really see the goal is if I can get a mantis on my team, then we're going good. But at this moment, I don't think we can. So let's take out their weapons array, and then we'll just see what happens afterwards. I'm powering up my Artemis just in case, but these missiles are what's killing me. Because I can't do anything about the missiles unless I just flat out dodge it. Which I didn't do, of course. But it's okay, I took out his missile launcher, so we'll repair that, hopefully. I may just have to shoot an Artemis at it if he gets powered up again. He's powered up again. Okay, I'm gonna have to shoot an Artemis at it. I don't want him to hit me with another missile. And of course I would miss the Artemis. Looks like he's gonna get another free missile shot at me. Okay, burst lasers, shoot at the weapons, please. It'd be nice if you'd stop missing. Put some more power. Looks like I gotta power up the Artemis now. Damn it. I'd really prefer not to have to waste my missiles like this, but looks like it's gotta happen. Alright, finally. Now we're in business. Okay, now we don't have to worry about it. As soon as that's repaired, I need you to repair the oxygen. Keep the burst lasers on it. Alright, he's done. Dunzo. He's got his shields back up, and he's powering up his his engines, so let's shoot a missile at the engines. You are not escaping, boyo. Alright, all done. Okay, yes, give me your good stuff, but I really need missiles. I need to get to I'm gonna have to buy some from the shop. I really don't want to have to do that, but, I mean, gotta do what you gotta do. Missiles, since I don't have a mantis, I can't buy a teleporting array just yet because there's no mantis for me to send over. I could send other guys, but I need more crew. I don't have the crew. So, I mean, I may just have to buy it. I may just have to buy a mantis and call it good, but we'll see. Alright, jumping to the next location, and let's slow down their progress by jumping to this nebula. And no attack comes. Okay, so great, there's a store. Let's jump to the store. Continue. Okay, so no mantis here for the crew, but I can buy a crew teleporter. I don't have enough to buy it, and oh, they have a heavy laser. That's not bad. Heavy lasers can wreak havoc. Now, the heavy lasers aren't near as good as the other ones that I have, but the heavy ion is also very good. Requires only 2 power, and it does 2 ion damage, which does really good at removing systems. So I may actually just purchase this ion laser. In fact, I think that's what I am gonna do, and that will help me get through the shields. All right, so then we're gonna do fix. Let's see, fix a few of those, get us into the green, and then I'm gonna have to buy a few missiles. No, I really don't have to buy a few missiles, but I'm going to just in case. You never know. I'll have 2 missiles in case absolute emergency, and then we'll just finish that up. Okay. So unfortunately, we're not getting near as much money as I'd hope that we were gonna get, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Now one thing I can do is I haven't been using the hull laser, so let's sell the hull laser, and let's go back to the store and see what else we can do. So I want to, if I fix everything, then I will be almost broke, but at least I'll be back to full life. Perfect. Okay, I'm happy with this. So now the next thing I want to do is at some point I need to be able to put another bit of energy into weapons so I can fire both the heavy ion and the burst laser, because at this point I can't quite use them all, so I might as well just keep the Artemis online. So let me see, store, is there anything else I can sell that would, I mean, not really. I mean, I could sell the reverse ion shield, but that's really nice, and we'll just have to hope for the best. All right, I should be able to make it to the exit now without having to worry about bastards. Okay, so what do we got? All right, so this is their Zoltan shield. It's basically like a buffer here. I'm going to have to fight them. And it looks like they have a hull laser and a regular laser. So they actually should not be a threat to my ship at all. So based off of that, I'm going to just shoot their shields out. See? No threat to my shield. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take these guys out. We're just going to have to wait till the burst laser is finished knocking it down. So we'll be back in just a second. Okay, finally finished him off, and here we are. So we got some more fuel, got some missiles, which are great, and some more scrap. So with that scrap, I need to buy the availability to get more weapons, because now I should be able to fire the ion weapon and the burst laser. The question is whether I have enough energy, and that is, I do not believe so. So I'm going to have to cut some energy from something else until I can actually power it up, but it's not yet. So let me move the heavy ion this way, and now if I remove one from here, and I in theory could remove one from the engines if I really need to, I could take them out. All right, so let's head over here. This is cutting it close. In danger. All right, so no teleporters. Looks like they got a missile, so there's nothing I can do about the missile, but in this case... okay, so in this case, since the missile, the #1 defense is going to be against the engines, and their lasers shouldn't be able to blast through one shield, what I'm going to do is unpower one of the shields, put it into the weapons here, and we're going to shoot the heavy ion at the weapons, and then we're going to shoot the heavy burst laser at the weapons as well. Actually, we're going to shoot it at the shields, because we want the shields to go offline with the heavy ion. Ion first, then follow with the lasers. Perfect. Okay, so that's good. So that's the only downside is the heavy ion takes a little longer to charge up, but it should be okay. So now that the heavy ion's up, shoot the heavy ion at the shields again, and I missed, which is sucky, but it's fine because I've already taken off their weapons and they're not going to be able to repair it in time. Keep the ion on their shields, knocks their shields off, and we can finish them up. All right, so they're offering 2 missiles, 1 drone, and 11 scrap. That's not enough, so we're going to go ahead and continue bursting them down. All right, be back in a second once they're dead. Got him! Okay, so, yeah, we got more scrap. We got 1 missile and 2 fuel, so we'll take that. All right, so we've got tons of fuel. I could use some more missiles, but, well, c'est la vie. Okay, looks like we're going to just barely make it out right in front of them, which is great. Okay, so what do we got? You arrive, and okay, so here's a trade here. The beacon at first glance seen in a junkyard upon closer inspection reveals it is a ramshackle market. One trader has a deal that catches your eye. So they're going to want 2 missiles, and they'll give me 3 drone parts. Ordinarily, that would be an amazing deal, and almost as amazing as, I mean, the best deal would obviously be fuel for that. But anyways, each one of these guys are worth 8 apiece, so that's 24, and these guys are only worth 6, so that's 12. So it's a 2-to-1 trade here. But since I'm not using drones, we're going to ignore it. So jump to the next sector. And here's the problem. Now I have to choose between Mantis, which are really good at attacking my ship, or I can choose Rock. I'd rather go up against Rock, even though Mantis are really good. Let's go with Rock. Okay, so now that we're here, if I jump there, I get all 3. If I jump there, I get all of them. So I'm going to jump to the middle one. I need to see where all the stores are at. That's kind of the goal here. All right, so here we are. They've got 2 shields. You jump in the middle of a rock excavation progress, and they were unimpressed with your intrusion. They move to defend themselves. So they've got a missile and 2 serious lasers that we're going to need to shut down. So I can't do anything about the missiles, and I have to keep power to the shields. So I'm going to have to remove the oxygen and remove the med bay and power up the shields to try to take their initial volley. Hopefully I can dodge the first missile. So here's the thing. I've damaged their weapons. I took offline the one little shit there. So my hope now is that if this missile misses, which it looks like it's heading straight for my shit here, I'll be able to turn this offline. If not, I'm going to turn it offline anyway because I'm going to need to turn on my oxygen again. Okay, so it did hit. So I've got some power back. So let's power up and get the oxygen back while that's being repaired. Okay, so the heavy ion laser hit the shields, which is great. So now let's focus on their weapons. Heavy ion hit first. Now shoot the weapons. Okay, so if we can just keep that up, we'll be able to keep their missiles offline, and they shouldn't be able to pierce through my Shania Twain. Okay, keep the heavy ion going. Keep that shield weakened. And we'll focus down their weapons. Okay, Butters, you need to go heal. Heavy ion on the shields. Burst laser on the weapons. Okay, so now this is an interesting deal. This is actually a decent offer. They're offering to give me 4 missiles, which the scrap equivalent would be 24, plus 2 drone pieces and 18 scrap. And because I'm low on missiles, I think I'm actually going to accept that. Great, so let's turn that off, turn this back on, get the oxygen flowing out, and let's get him healed up. I really need a better weapon. I mean, I need 2 lasers if I can really help it. Okay, so let's get back over here and power the engine. I'm actually a little bit behind. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm doing very well. So there's a store here. That's good. So if I move there, I still have more availability to hit other locations. So let's say I hit here. They should be appearing at that point. I hit there. They should be right on my tail. Hit there. They'll be right on my tail. And then I'm basically going to have to... Yeah, okay. Well, let's see what happens. Let's jump sideways. Small civilian shuttle. Nothing out of the ordinary. So there they are. So if I jump here, they should be right where my mouse is. So that means I should probably jump here. Let's jump a little bit forward. Just got to stay ahead of them. So across the ships, and they promptly live up to the type. Okay, so they've got what looks to be a big missile and some other lasers. So we're going to have to focus down those missiles again. So this laser should not be able to pierce through my shields. So I'm going to take unpower the shields and put on the oxygen and put on the dodging and see what happens. Okay, so they got a rock guy in my missiles here. So what we're going to do is wait a second. We'll be fine. So ions on this. Comes a big ass missile. Ouchie kapouchie. That didn't really affect me that much. You go heal. Heavy ion on the shields again. Take out their missiles. All right, good. So now we're not super worried. He's healed up. Let's head back. Let's stop them from taking off my engine completely. Back on the shields. Back on the weapons. Okay, good. We've got this one under control just about. Okay, you go heal and you go finish that. Heavy ion on the shields again. Weapons on the weapons. So this is why buying weapons is important, because if you don't buy weapons, then there's no way you can really deal with the future. So heavy ion focusing on the shields, because if I don't, I'm boned, and then on the weapons, and good, I hit it again. All right, so you go back to there, you go back over here, and it looks like everything's under control. All right, so I'll be right back in just a second once everything's all cleaned up and fixed. Wonderful, got cool stuff from it, lots of scrap, that's always useful. So even though I got a lot of scrap, I'm really lacking on crew members here. I need some more crew members because I, one, can't do any away parties to kind of deal with intruders or other things, and I just don't have enough to support my systems. So let me repair this breach, and we will be on our way. I mean, in all honesty, I could use some more energy here because I am about 2 energy short. So I'm going to spend my money on that. Okay, perfect. So, all right, everybody back to their stations, and hopefully we get some better drops here because we have not been getting very good drops for continuing. We have lots of, oh shit, this isn't good. Okay, so here's the problem with this. It looks like they have, I actually should be able to survive this no problem because these, except for the teleporter, as long as I keep my shields powered up to full, I should be able to hold their stuff aside from the guys that are going to be attacking me. So let's see what happens. They're gonna warp in and... Okay, so they got a rock guy right here. That's fine, I can deal with him. Heavy ion on the shields, take the shields down, burst laser on the weapons. Heavy ion on the shields. Burst laser on the weapons. Alright, go heal. Alright, looks like we actually have this one under control as well. So I'll be back in just a second once everything's all cleaned up and we're good to go. Okay, I just finished him. So you're able to take fuel out of the storage. You also take all the scrap you can manage. Wow, so that's really awesome. 36 scrap plus 3 fuel, which is useful because it's keeping my fuel levels high. So let's go ahead and heal this guy up and jump to the next sector. Okay, so you were the engine guy, and he's just repairing, so that's good. Alrighty then, so I assume I didn't kill him. I really don't know what happened. I should have read that, but I guess I killed everybody. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe he teleported back and he was the last living guy, so... Alright, so it looks like I've got 2 stores here. I actually going to hit this door because, like I said, you could miss some opportunity if you don't hit every store. So it looks like I can hire a crew teleporter, but that costs a lot, and I could use, that would be nice because he is actually really good at doing damage, but he's slow. So this would give me the opportunity to have another crew member nearby, and he's actually worth more than James because he does 10% more crew damage, so he'd be really good at defending my ship as well. On the second side, scrap recovery arm allows the ship to collect 10% more scrap from any source. That's also extremely useful because that's like a... But that would have been nice if I would have had that a little earlier. I don't know if I really could use it now. I mean, maybe I guess I could. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy that because it's... Yeah, let's buy that. That'll hopefully pay for itself in a few runs. And also, let me fix everything, and then I don't need really anything else. Is there anything I should sell? Nothing I need to sell. And then we will move about our business. Okay, moving on. Look, there's a distress signal. So if I can move to the distress signal, that'll put them here. Now I need to move there. If I'm going to hit the other store to see what's in there, I need to... Okay, so a curious sight greets you in this beacon. A disabled rock freighter drifts in space while two mantis craft battle it out, presumably over who deserves the spoils. Wait, then attack the surviving mantis. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so he's the surviving mantis. The mantis craft may have their differences, but when it comes to you, they're of one mind. The smaller ship suffers a power failure as it moves to engage, but the larger one lets off a volley of fire and moves into attack, which I'm okay with. The only downside is now I have mantis that are going to be breaching and attacking me, so I'm going to have to deal with that somehow. Where are the mantis coming in at? Looks like they're coming in out here, which is fine, so I can vent this whole area. They can't pierce my shield, so we're going to close that door, and then let's actually vent. Let's turn off the oxygen and go from there. Move back. Okay, and we're just going to keep that going, and the heavy ion focus on their shields. And then the burst laser take out their shields as well. Mantis is going to kill himself. Okay, so pause. Let me close all the doors. Let me get my pilot back in the pilot seat, and let me get him back in the engine bay. Oh, power up my oxygen as well. Heavy ion. And shoot the burst laser back on the teleporter. I don't want him coming back on board. See, they can't pierce my shields, so I'm not worried about like their ship too much. Oh, I missed. Damn it. Okay, let's shoot their shields out. Okay, all done. In time to take an eliminate mantis ship, the rock must have repaired the FTL and jumped away. You pick both. You pick the bones of both mantis vessels. Wonderful. Okay, but I still have a mantis on board, so we're gonna have to deal with him. Let me open all of these doors real quick and drain him dry. Before I do that, let me close this one. There we go. Let all the oxygen out. Should be okay. You go repair that. So now he's going to lose this battle, but if I repair this, now let me close all the doors because I want to get the oxygen back in. So he's drying, closing the door. Oxygen's coming back. Let's do this repair. I should be okay, actually, because he's taking damage from suffocating. Perfect. Survived! Alright, so that's how you deal with mantis. They are a pain in the ass, but if you can somehow get their oxygen away from them, then obviously they will die. So let's get everything repaired, and we'll move on. Everybody back to your stations, and let's jump. Alright, so we got another distress signal. I might have time if I hit the store. They'll be right there, and then... But the store can't make it to the exit, so it's probably best if I just hit the distress signal and then the exit. The ship emitting a distress signal. PS, sorry to bother you. We're out of fuel and can't get to the Barren sector. Could you help us out? In theory, yes, I could. That's 4 fuel, though. Yeah, I'll help you. Thank you so much. We don't have much to offer you, but you have the sector to scan. Your map is updated. Yay. Okay, next time I'm not going to do that. All right, so I actually have time if I want to hit here. Asteroid field in this location. That might be useful. Let's try the asteroid field. I've got strong shields. I should be able to handle that. Oh, it looks like it's the guy I just helped out. They're confused and follow wildly on me. Okay, so here's the deal. They've got 2 lasers. They can't handle my shields. I should be perfectly fine. So we're just going to focus on taking out their shields, and we'll be fine. Now, in theory, if I do get hit by their laser plus an asteroid and then their weapon fires, I could get hit. But I doubt it, so we'll see. So if we just keep their shields offline, the asteroids should honestly finish them. Yeah, so they're out of oxygen, their energy's dying, they have no shields, they're boned. Alright, be back in a second once this is done. Never mind, I was going to say that, but I guess not. Let's see, 55, 50. Okay, so they want to accept a surrender, but they're only going to offer me that, so we're not going to accept that. We will not accept surrender. We will destroy you and probably get more stuff. And no, I got less stuff, but I did get more scraps, so that's good. So we got a missile, a drone, and some scraps, so we'll continue that. Perfect. So now, I got all that. I mean, technically, no, I better just hit the exit. Better just hit the exit. Better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. Okay, so selling 3 drone parts for scrap. I'm not really using drones, to be honest, so that might be a good investment. So let's sell 6 drone parts for scrap. I am losing out a little bit because the drones are worth more, but I'm not using drones, so perfect. Jumping to the next sector. I'm going to jump to the nebula because I need to get more scrap, and honestly, the nebula is going to slow. I'm going to be able to hit all of these places, preferably, with getting a few light years on the fleet. So here we go. Wonderful. So that's an unvisited location. That'll get the fleet coming, but it's okay because I'll still be ahead of them. No attack comes. That was useless. Okay, so let's jump back here. I can hit here. Okay, yeah, so let's jump here. Let's look at a ship here. Oh, not good. Okay, let's see. It's a Mantis. It looks like he's got some sort of bomb and some lasers. His shields are pretty tough, but I should be able to burst through the shields slowly. So let's open fire on him anyway. I'm not super worried. Okay, so the heavy ion, I want you to focus on their shields, and let's see what they can do to us. The bomb is going to hurt, but I should be able to take their shields offline if I focus fire. But wait, let's let the heavy ion go first. Okay, as long as I don't miss. But our shields are strong enough that I should be okay until their bomb hits me, basically. And I resisted. Come on. Perfect. All right, so now I'm starting to hurt him a little bit, which is great. I don't really care about that. So if we can now hit him with the ion, it should knock his shields down again. Good. And if I just got to get, if I can get, you know, if keep this up, I'll be able to finish him out. He can't hurt me because his bomb is not the right kind of bomb. So this is just going to be a long, arduous process, but I will kill him eventually. So we'll be back in a second once everything is cleaned up. Okay, this was taking a really long time. I've decided to switch my target to the ion staying on the shield and my lasers focusing down their pilot, because every time I miss, it gives them a chance to catch up. So now that I've taken out their pilot, they're actually dying much faster because, well, yeah, for obvious reasons. So this was a much better move. So if you ever come to a situation like this where it's basically a stalemate, try to spread out their crew, because if you can get their crew focusing on different areas at different times, then you'll be able to finish them like I just did. So, wonderful. Hopefully we get a lot of scrap, a lot of stuff. That's good. That's what we want. Okay, so we finished him out. Let's jump down here. That's an explored location, so let's jump to this unvisited location. Heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula as they burn. Before you have time to make contact with them, they fade into the nebula. Let's attempt to follow and help them. Awesome. You get lucky and find them floating not too deep in the nebula. Thrilled about found friendlies, they come on board and abandon the wrecked ship. I found Manon. Great, so now I have somebody who can man-in the lasers. Alright, so who is actually... You're really good at flying. You're good at doing that. You're actually good at repairing, and... Technically, Man-in is just as good as Ariel is, but Ariel, I want her to get better at the shields. So Man-in, you get started. Perfect. Okay, this is good. So now I've got people manning the shields. Looks like they're slowly coming, which is fine. Let's jump there, give them a chance to catch up a little bit. Okay, so it looks like it's another one of these situations, except this time, let's see what kind of weapons they have. Continue. Okay, so this is not good. Now this is not good. They have a missile and they have the same laser that I do. So in theory, their laser itself can burst through my ship and they have the missile. So I'm going to actually, it's going to benefit me to unpower the heavy ion and actually power the Artemis so that I can take out their weapons as quickly as possible. With that being said, I am going to run through this, and if anything special happens, we'll see. Hold on, come on. Okay, so they teleported on board. I don't know where they're coming in at. Okay, so it's a Mantis, just one Mantis, and he's back here. So let's wait for them to shoot, and then once they shoot their missile, if I dodge it, then I'll move him out. Come on, shoot your missile already. Perfect, I dodged it. That's what I was hoping for. I didn't want to take him off there yet because I lose evade when I do that. So I'm moving him out to go heal. I'm going to open up these doors right here to vent the oxygen out, and I want my shield guy to go turn those off. Artemis is going to shoot straight at the missile system, and burst laser is going to basically do the same thing, even though it's not going to really be helpful. So okay, so I've paused it, but you can see kind of what's happened here. I've used my Artemis missile to take out their weapons, and then I used it to weaken their shields. Now, with the shields weakened, my weapons should be able to stay on top of them long enough to where they don't actually replenish. Now I can bring up the heavy ion, so I'm not wasting missiles, and the ion will keep the shields down while the lasers finish everything off, assuming there is time to finish everything off, because my lasers could finish them off. And it looks like they actually might because they're regenerating faster than they can handle. So this is going to be it. Yay! Bye-bye, Mantis. Got him, coach. Okay, so 41 scrap. That's wonderful. Okay, we got lots of scrap. I think everything's already pretty much good, except Butters needs to go heal some more because I keep getting Mantis to teleport in there. By now, he should be damn good at fighting. I mean, look at him. He's getting much better at it because of all the damn people trying to fight him. All right, I've got 171 scrap. I really need a shop so that we can go buy something and other stuff. What do we have here? Intruders on board. Okay, so it looks like I've got two guys coming in here. They're just humans, so it's not the end of the world, but I do have... Oh, they're just two guys? Oh, that's it? Okay, well, we'll be fine. Let's just move everybody over here to come battle it. This is actually pretty easy. You'll be fine. Okay, now everybody needs to go heal. Okay, so that's all the time that I have for this episode. Stick around for the next part to this episode. I'm actually getting really good at this, and I'm kind of understanding how things work. It is still possible that I'm going to lose. That's one of the things about these roguelikes is that there's nothing I can do to guarantee my victory. It's just there's a roll of the dice, and that's kind of the hard part about doing a guide / let's play of this game is that every single time I record it, I could in theory lose when I get to the very end. But it seems like things are looking up. I've got lots of scrap. My crew is slowly building. I'm a little slower than I would like it to be, but seems to be going pretty well. So that's all the time that I have this video. If you like what you're seeing, make sure you hit that like button, and why not subscribe? I've got some really cool content coming out from Faster Than Light and also Stardew Valley and some other games that are coming soon. And as always, remember to keep your Samarty pants on. Until next time, I'll zip you later. Send away team. What the fuck? Thank you. We don't have much to offer, but I do appreciate iron bar. Waters the 4 adjacent tiles every morning. Okay, that could actually prove to be very